I see the way you keep walking around it, not running, not confronting, just circling. There's something in your life that waits in the corner of your thoughts. It doesn't shout, it doesn't chase you, it just stays. You find small ways to step past it. You tell yourself you'll look at it tomorrow, or next week, or when you feel stronger. And for a while that works. But late at night, when the room is still, you feel it again. That soft tightening in your chest, that quiet knowing. You haven't forgotten, you've just delayed the meeting. I'm not disappointed in you. Avoiding something can feel safer than touching it, safer than naming it, safer than letting it breathe. So you move around it carefully, like furniture in a dark room. You've been doing this for longer than you admit, and the tiring part isn't the thing itself. It's the constant awareness of it, the way it hums beneath everything else. I am here with you in this, not pushing you toward it, not dragging you away from it, just sitting beside you. I know how heavy it feels to carry something you won't look at, and I'm not going anywhere. You tell yourself you're buying time, that you're being patient, that you'll deal with it when the moment feels right. But the waiting has its own gravity. It settles into your shoulders, into your breathing, into the quiet spaces between conversations. Every time you turn away, a small part of you stays behind with it. And that splitting, that's what makes you tired. It isn't laziness, it isn't weakness. It's the strain of holding something at arm's length for too long. You wake up already aware of it. Even on good days, it follows you like a low cloud, not storming, just dimming. You've learned how to function around it, smile around it, work around it, but underneath, there's a steady hum of effort. Avoidance can look calm from the outside. Inside, it's constant bracing. I see how much energy that takes from you, how postponing something doesn't erase it. It just asks you to keep carrying the unopened weight. And you've been strong in ways no one notices. Strong enough to keep going. Strong enough to keep pretending it's smaller than it feels. I'm not here to expose you. I'm here in the middle of the heaviness, close enough that you don't have to hold it alone. It isn't really about the task, or the conversation, or the decision. It's about what you think might happen when you finally face it. You're not afraid of the surface. You're afraid of what might rise underneath. What if it confirms something you've been trying not to know? What if it asks more of you than you have to give? What if it changes the shape of your life? There's a quiet fear that once you look at it directly, you won't be able to look away again. That it will demand honesty. And honesty can feel exposing. You've worked hard to keep everything steady, predictable, manageable. Facing this could shift something. It could uncover disappointment or grief or anger you've kept folded neatly inside. You don't want to unravel. You just want peace. So you hesitate, because if you leave it untouched, it stays undefined. And what's undefined can still feel controllable. But what you're really protecting isn't your schedule, it's your heart. You're guarding the parts of you that feel tender, the parts that aren't sure they could handle the full weight of truth. I see that. I see how careful you've been. And I'm not standing over you, waiting for courage. I'm here in the uncertainty with you, in the place where fear whispers what ifs. You don't have to pretend those fears aren't real. I'm close enough to feel them with you. There's a quiet distance that forms when you keep turning away, not just from the thing itself, from yourself. Each time you say, "Not now," something inside you goes still. Not dramatic, not loud, just a small closing. You become careful with your own thoughts, careful with certain memories, careful with how deep you let your mind wander. It feels like self-protection, but over time, it can start to feel like living in a narrowed room. You adjust to it. You tell yourself, "This is fine. This is manageable. This is better than opening a door you can't close." And yet, there are moments when you feel slightly out of reach from your own life, like you're participating but not fully inhabiting it. There's a subtle loneliness in that. Not because no one is around you, but because you're keeping something sealed off inside. And that sealed space asks for energy. It asks for guarding. It asks for constant quiet monitoring. I'm not here to accuse you of hiding. I understand why you stepped back. I understand the instinct to preserve what feels fragile, but I also see how the distance has been costing you something gentle, something inward. And I'm sitting with you in that awareness, not forcing the door open, just noticing the space between you and it. There are moments when it returns without warning. You're washing dishes, driving somewhere familiar, lying in bed with the lights off, and suddenly there it is, not louder than before, just undeniable, a quiet recognition. You pause for half a second longer than usual. Your breath shifts. Your mind goes still. You realize it hasn't faded. It's been patient. You may not speak about it to anyone. You may not even name it to yourself. But you know. There's a certain honesty in that knowing. You can feel it in your body, in the way your stomach tightens, in the way your thoughts circle back to the same place. It doesn't accuse you, it simply exists. And sometimes that existence feels almost gentle, like it's waiting for you to stop pretending it's gone, not demanding, just present. I see those moments, the flicker of awareness you quickly move past, the quiet sigh you don't explain. You're not foolish for thinking it might disappear. You just wanted relief. But now there's a growing sense inside you, a soft understanding. It isn't leaving. And maybe part of you already knew that. I'm here in that realization with you. So now it's here, not solved, not confronted, just here. And you're here too. You don't have to rush toward it tonight. You don't have to make declarations. You don't have to be braver than you feel. Just notice that you've stopped pretending, even for a moment. That's enough for right now. The thing you've been avoiding isn't towering over you. It's simply sharing the room, and I am sharing it with you. Feel how different that is. You're not circling, you're not bracing, you're not rehearsing outcomes in your head. You're just sitting, your heartbeat steady, your breathing real. The fear may still be there, the uncertainty hasn't vanished, but neither have you. You're still here, still breathing, still capable of staying in the same space as what once felt unbearable. I'm not measuring your readiness. I'm not waiting for you to take the next step. I'm close enough that if your thoughts start to race, you can slow down beside me. If your chest tightens, you don't have to hide it. We can sit in this unfinished place. No conclusions, no sudden clarity, just the quiet reality that you are not alone in the presence of what remains. And I am still here.